had another friend named Brian. It was me, it was like the Three Musketeers, you know? It was like me, Brian, and David. We're like best friends. And this was like December 3rd of 2014. They were on their way back from Vegas to come chill with me. And it was like raining and shit, so the car like hydroplaned and like started flipping. So like everybody was fine, you know what I mean? Like in the car. And they got to safety, like across the shit. But Brian went back to get his bag in his car because it had like Molly, all these types. And he got hit by a car on the freeway trying to go back to get his backpack. So he didn't die from the car crash, he died just on some fuck shit. So like, yeah, it's just like, even though it's 2014, we still like feeling it, you know what I mean?
Something you could do that.
Yeah, I had already been taking them, but I think I started taking them more after all that shit happened, just kind of like to numb the shit. But like I said, we good now. We're not, you know what I mean? Like they're in a better spot than we are. We still have to die. You know what I mean? They are dead. They're good. Now we still have to die. That's how I look at it. And dying doesn't sound too fun.
Fans don't make you, fans gon' take you, fans gon' fake you, fans gon' trade. Yeah, hey, you can really taste the rainbow, what? I know, your bitch is like a Crayola. What? Hey, you could draw her on the table.
A little bumpy, a little bit more. It's really hard to do it in a bumpy car. I got this. I got this.
I'm trying to be smooth.
No, you good. All right, we good. Line, we good. This is my first headlining show, and it works out because it's in LA, and LA is one of my biggest cities. I think we sold that bitch out too, so I'm excited. I'm young, I'm 21. I'm from a small town, Redlands, California. It's amazing that I'm doing what I'm doing, like being from where I'm from, because we call it Deadlands, because it's where like, I call it Deadlands because that's where like dreams come to die. Growing up there was a lot better as a kid. But the older you got, the more you realize, like, yeah, this place fucking sucks. People thought that. My mom is full Hispanic, but she looks white, just like me, and my dad is full Hispanic. So I'm like literally full Hispanic. Diego Llanos. That's what's funny. I always tell people I'm Mexican, but they're like, you look white. I'm like, yeah, I look white, but you know there's a lot of Mexicans that look white. Like Danny Wolf, the producer, full Mexican. He looks whiter than me. I love you, Danny. Like, we're the same people. We're called Whitesicans. It feels so good to be walking down the same street I grew up on. Like, I still know all the people that live here. Real shit, so much shit happened in this house. Like, a couple friends overdosed. We were so wild, we were shooting guns off in the fucking backyard. This house used to be crazy. It used to be filled with like 30 people every day. And it's like not really a big house, so, you know, people was breaking shit and all that, but like we loved it. Like we lived for that shit. And I think that's like a lot of the origins of Xanarchy, is us just being wild ass teenagers fucking shit up. So it's like, it's only fitting that we go by Xanarchy.
Pop the trunk, I open up, it's on my soul, good price, out of sight. My hoe got talent, right? Whole squad ran do that shit right. I'm a businessman and then my bend it down. And I'ma bend it down, then I'ma dick her up. And then dig her down, she gon' turn around, then I'ma kick her out. She gon' tie that shit.
The Xanarchy message is like very like punk rock, you know what I mean? Like anarchy, Xanarchy. Xanarchy is like me, Steven, and Xan Frank. I met Steven though at a show. I was a fan. Like I was a big Steven Cannon fan. So I waited in line 4 hours just to be at the front. I was like, can I get a picture, bro? I got the picture. I felt like the coolest motherfucker in the world. Watched his show, turned the fuck up. And afterwards, he was outside back, and I went up and I'm like, can I take some pictures of you, bro? I was a photographer. And he was like, yeah, man, go ahead. So I started taking pictures of him. So I just kept showing up to his shows, taking pictures. And then one day, like after the 4th time them seeing me, they were like, wow, you're putting in a lot of dedication. You should be our main photographer. So I started being their main photographer. And then at one show, I put my camera down behind the DJ booth because I wanted to turn up with them for the last song. Someone stole my camera. I was devastated because like it was a gift from my parents. But it was whatever though, because if that camera hadn't gotten stolen, I wouldn't be rapping today.
Moving silent though, yeah. Hey, I ain't got no hoe. Hey, snakes get silenced though.
It even helped me get on blogs, like just stuff to get exposure. And then I was with y'all when I met Arnold. Y'all were following me around. Yo, you know what it is, Lil Xan. Got my homie Arnold.
What's good, G?
All my homies, Xanarchy gang, you know, that's the crew, and we gonna fuck with you. And Arnold was just standing there, and I ran into him, and Xan Frank is pretty hard to not notice. And I was like, yo, you gotta see this. This man got Xan Frank tatted on his face. Yeah. Yo, y'all gotta see this. He got Anne Frank tatted on him, bro.
This is the craziest shit.
Xanarchy don't fuck around, bro. He makes like the dopest beats ever. So I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. And he's a people person too. So like, that's how I met Arnold. And who knows, the future is looking like really good for Xanarchy. By summer of next year, I think the brand will be like a household name. Hey, this is the plug right here.
My brother.
My brother for life. I love this guy to death.
Let's go smoke some weed.
And let's smoke some weed. This used to be like the trap compound. We were selling so much drugs out this bitch.
We used to trap out in the back room.
Yeah, we were selling mostly Xans, but a lot of weed and shit. Wax Lord Curly.
I got the backwards tat right here. Got my mom's name. Pretty much my wife. Never leave my brothers for the people who passed away in my life. Supreme, but fuck Supreme though. I don't know why I got this. I got it when I was young.
Hey yo, Sicko right here. Rest in peace, Sicko.
And then I got this double cut. Cause I be drinking all the time. I had to quit down because that shit started fucking with me.
One time the cops rolled in on us with guns blazing, but they got the wrong house. But we had just bought like 200 Xans, so like we put it under under our asses shit. And then they come in, they're like, "What the fuck's going on in here?" And we're like,
everybody's just smoking.
We're like, and I'm smoking a blunt. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll put it out. And they're like, oh wait, wrong house. And we were like, fuck, man. We so fucking lucky, right?
I like lean, I like drugs, I like beans, I got plugs, what you need, no funds, what you bleed, oh you tough, I don't pop fucking Xans, I might pop a Norco.
Yeah, Norcos, I got y'all. These are Norcos. This is my little supply. These things are a lifesaver and they're very bad for you. Very, very bad. They're painkillers and they get you addicted, and I'm trying to get off, but it's the hardest thing.
I got low on my face, all these clothes, but no babe. I got hoe out of state.
Hey, we had an epidemic though where there was like the Xans.
Died and came back.
Yeah, the Xans was killing people because they got the dosage wrong, so it was like so much fentanyl.
Really died and came back.
So you take it and you just start puking and you have to go to the hospital. I got it tied on my neck right here. His name is Andrew, and he was also in our friends group, you know? And the cops were after him because he was selling like Prez Xans, and those Xans had like killed somebody, you know? So it was like some manslaughter shit. So he ran, got away, went to Upland, and from there, he was waving a gun around in the air, and someone naturally called the cops, and then the cops came, and he tried to run from them, and then just shot himself in the head. Yeah. So it just sucks. But like I said, we're not sad about it anymore. Though I feel like they're guardian angels now, and I really do I'd say a lot of my success is because of them. I know it might sound corny or hippie or spiritual, but I really think they are my guardian angels. But every day we're just moving forward, trying to make them proud,
He's seen a lot of addiction, and he doesn't want to live that life anymore. What led him to taking Xanax was his anxiety. His anxiety was so bad. And we had taken him to the doctor. The doctor had put him on Ativan, which helped. But then Diego just wanted to feel normal, like his friends. And so he started taking Xans. And it's hard for a mom to watch him because I know he just wants that peace inside. He doesn't want to feel full of panic and anxiety all the time. So it was hard for me to tell him, no, don't take it, because I wanted him to feel normal, And yeah, I got out of hand for a couple years. It really changes you after a while, if you take it constantly. It's really like a downer in the long run. But he's doing better now, and he still has anxiety. But all I hope for is someday for him to have peace, to where he doesn't have to deal with that anymore.
I just got her a little crib, little apartment out in LA, because she was living in a really not a good situation. So I got her a little crib out in LA. And it's weird because she almost looks like she's healthier being in that crib. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it brings true happiness to me to see her comfortable. Because I'm a mama's boy. I love my mom to death. I love my dad too, but I'm straight mama's boy.
I have a severe osteoporosis, so my bones are all just wasting away. I used to be 5'4" a couple of years ago, now I'm 4'8". So my spine is crumbling, and they say I'm gonna be paralyzed, eventually. And I'm already seeing signs of that. My legs go numb. And, but that's just the way it is, And no matter what, I just hope I can be here long enough, I wanna take this ride with him.
I can truly not be happy until my parents are comfortable. So getting her that crib, I ain't gonna lie, I cried. It was this is the best thing I've ever experienced in my life. I love my mom. Hip hop entered my life through my dad. My dad showed me Odd Future. Funny, right? My dad showed me Odd Future. He's really hip to modern culture. He listens to Trippie Redd and Lil Pump, Smoke Perp. So coolest dad in the world right here.
Okay, the face tats. Yeah, I didn't understand them. I didn't quite understand it at first. And all I kept thinking was how much is this gonna cost me to get them removed,
Yeah.
So.
Because I wasn't making rap music.
But you know what he told me? He told me, Dad, he goes, if I'm doing this, there's no going back, I mean, he's always had a vision. He's always been committed.
Dedicated.
And even he showed me that, you can, if you have the vision and you just go for it, you just go for it. And he did. When I heard he was playing the Roxy, I mean, I grew up going to shows in LA, the Roxy, the Whiskey. Amazing. I mean, it's just about 6 months, a year ago, we were just talking about what if this happened, and look, it's happening. It's wild. Yeah, we're still trying to, comprehend it.
I'm still trying to comprehend it.
Who are you? I'm motherfucking bitches, dog. What? Who are you?
I'm always gonna be the same person I was before all the fame. Cause like I quote my success as like, it's kind of overnight. Right now I'm super excited for the future.
I'm out here fucking bitches though. Who are you? I'm out here getting riches though. Who are you? I'm out here fucking bitches though. Who are you? I'm out here getting, hey, who are you? I'm out here fucking bitches though.
I will know I finessed the rap game when they give Lil Xan the key to the city. Yeah, that's gonna be a great day.
I like lean, I like drugs, I like beans, I got plugs, what you need, no fuss, what you bleed, what you tell, heard my rap, that I nah, that they ask,